any one period in time one would desire to be born in,
I became a master.
Imagined scenario for a real one.
Hey everyone, it's Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge. In a world built to keep you asleep, a few are born with the fire to remember. And there comes a moment in every soul's journey where the illusion cracks, when the truth is no longer just a whisper in your dreams, but a roaring fire in your spirit. On November the 8th, in the heart of Los Angeles and on live stream, I'll be joined by my brothers Mike Rashid King and Robert Edward Grant, warriors of the mind, body, and soul. This is Manifest Destiny 2025, a gathering of warriors, seekers, and creators of the new earth. You'll leave with tools, you will leave with family, and most of all, you'll leave with the God frequency to change your life and the world around you. And there's only 800 seats available in person, and when they're gone, they're gone. So go to manifestdestiny2025.com and get your tickets today. All right, what's going on, everyone? Billy Carson here, aka Forbidden Knowledge. Gonna be another great one tonight. Tonight we're gonna have a great talk. I like to pop it on y'all, and we're gonna talk about the choices. Do you think that you make your own choices? Do you think you make your own decisions? You think that you make your own choices, but most of your choices and decisions and your emotions, even your opportunities, are actually influenced by the field around you. And every person carries a specific frequency, and every room holds memory. Every conversation is going to rewrite your actual energy field. So if we know this, if we can bring awareness to this, we can then begin to make better choices. And that includes all of us, myself included. This is a new epiphany that I had recently, and I wanted to share this with you tonight. So this is going to be a great talk tonight, okay? This is going to be a great talk. So I want everyone to go ahead and click that like button and make sure you share the video. We got to get this video out to as many people as possible, all right? I see the numbers are kind of starting to build up now. It's going to be a great talk tonight. It's all about making decisions, right? It's all about making decisions and our choices, and how do we select our choices, and what energy, what influences our choices, okay? All right, so it's important to know. Click that link. And also tonight in the Forbidden Knowledge Academy at 9 p.m. Eastern, right when I get off of here, I have an incredible mentor coming on. It's divine feminine energy. She started off at 0 and built herself up to hero. She used to clean toilets. Now she lives in mansions where people clean her toilets. She's a self-made 100 millionaire, an incredible human being, and very conscious, and has a lot of inspirational, motivational, and even metaphysical knowledge. And she's going to be teaching and mentoring all of the students inside the 4BK Academy at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to be a part of that incredible mentoring session, you can actually go get in there for free, because there is a free trial available, limited time only. There's a free trial to my online academy. You can click this link in the live chat. I just dropped it in the live chat, or in the caption of this video, or the link is in my bio, the Forbidden Knowledge Academy, 4BK Academy. And you can register ASAP for my 9 session, Eastern Standard Time tonight. We're talking about, about 40 minutes from now, 45 minutes or so. So again, that's going to be tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, right after I get done with this video. It's going to be an amazing mentoring session. I had Michael B. Roberts, the billionaire, on a few weeks ago, teaching in the academy, mentoring in the academy, answering questions. You'll be able to ask questions and actually get answers from a person that's been there, done it. And so that's hard to find. So I'm really pleased that I'm able to bring you these high quality people on a consistent basis. I have so many lined up to come on and talk, so many experts, millionaires, billionaires lined up to come teach in the Forbidden Knowledge Academy. Some people spend 10, 15, 100,000 to go to talk to these people. They have appointment only. They have a waiting list of people that pay them to mentor them. This young lady's mentoring program is $50,000 a year, and you're going to get a chance to listen to her and get mentored tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can actually do it by going to the free trial. Or if you're already a student of the Academy, just log right in and join us live at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand about choices. You know that you're either being charged or drained every single day. We know this for a fact. I mean, sometimes I'm getting charged up. Sometimes I'm being drained by situations, people, places, interactions around me, right? You can be expanded or you can be diminished. So tonight we're going to break down exactly what happens so that you know how to take your power back. So your nervous system, it syncs to the strongest signal. If there's someone in the room with you, right? Let's say you have a group of people in the room. Your energy is going to sync to that stronger signal. Now, if you're vibrating really, really low, they might level you out. But you can feel the energy of the people around you. Energy doesn't lie. It transfers. And when I say that energy actually transfers, I'm not talking hypothetically. I'm talking literally the energy transfers. Okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, if you're in a room and you have people in the room around you within 15 to 20 feet max, every single one of you are alive and your heart is beating. Your heartbeat is going to generate an electromagnetic field that extends out for some people as far as 20 feet, some people as close in as 8 feet, and somewhere in the middle. These fields interact, they interlace. So if someone's close enough to me, my energy field and their energy field can actually connect. You can't see it with the naked eye because our eyes only see less than 1% of the light spectrum. But it's energy, which is the field of what? Light, because electromagnetic waves are waves of light that we can't see with this human limited eye. However, this interaction occurs and our energy actually entangle. What is also entangling on that field are hormones. If I'm in a state of depression, anger, fear, doubt, all those, low frequency emotions, anxiety, that is going to trigger, in particular, a cortisol spike in my body. That hormone will get released and it will actually, believe it or not, ride out. Some of it will ride out on my EMF, my electromagnetic field, and it'll actually intertwine and entangle with someone else in the room. Their field then will pick up some of that cortisol. It will ride down their EMF into their body. So someone being in a bad mood, someone being energetically in a bad space mentally can literally bring you down. This is why it's important to pay attention to the people that are around you the most. Because the people that are around you the most, if they're vibrating low, you're probably going to start vibrating low. Your mirror neurons will kick in and their energy fields will interact with you, bringing you down. But you've also heard the same statement. When somebody walks in a room, somebody like this vibrant, that's high energy, that's walking in their power. When she walked in the room lit up. You can feel the energy. Well, that's not a fake statement. That's real science. A person vibrating high, power, commanding energy, commanding the forces around them, believing in themselves, confidence, walks in the room, shoulders back, chest out, head up, right? You can feel that power and that energy, that vibration is high. And if you're low and they're high, they can actually bring you up a little bit. You start to feel better because this great person, this person with this high energy just walked in the room. You might not even know who they are. You don't have to know who they are. Energy speaks for itself. Energy doesn't lie, it transfers. And that's what's important for you to understand. Your surroundings are constantly sending data to your body, right? The light, the color, the clutter, all the noise, it all amplifies everything around you and it's sending signals to your consciousness. Your brain is taking in this data, sorting it all out, your mirror neurons will kick in, and it's trying to figure out, are you going to acquiesce to that frequency or are you going to rise above it? If it's already high, can you match it at that height? Can you bring it even higher? This is what's going on behind the scenes, and you don't even realize that it's happening. All right? I mean, we are like, I just came back from Egypt, and in Egypt, you have the Great Pyramid Complex at Giza, and the Great Pyramid itself is a multifunctional stone computer, and it used to be an ancient power generator, wireless. And this energy coming from the Great Pyramid will come through the apex, and it will get picked up by the obelisks. The obelisks are these tall, magnetized granite structures with this incredible laser etching on them with a slight point at the top. They would pick up this energy. They would transmit the energy to something called a JED, and the JED had a cable on it that'd be connected to a device, an electrical device like gold electroplating, light bulbs, and things like that, looms. Yes, they had those in ancient Egypt and ancient Kemet. And so the reason why I bring it up is because, you are literally tuning in to this emotional broadcast that's all around you, just like the obelisks are tuning into the frequencies being emitted by the Great Pyramid at the time in ancient past. So this tells you a lot about who you're around, because the top 5 people that you're around the most are going to be your income. You'll be the average of their income. You'll be the average of their body type and weight. You will be the average of their consciousness. In other words, are they gossipers? Are they picking on people? Are they doing, negative pranks on people all the time? Are they laughing at people and snickering at people when they're not looking? Are they dubious? Are they cheaters? Are they narcissists? All those things you have to really analyze. And just being around them for 5 minutes can erase 1 hour of meditation. 5 minutes around the wrong people can wipe out and erase an hour of meditation. You have to begin to make a decision, right? Is this what you want? I went live earlier today on Instagram and a couple other of my accounts talking about this event that I have coming up, the Manifest Destiny event in LA. And I was also talking about tonight, 9 o'clock, we have an incredible person coming on to teach tonight in the 4BK Academy. You can't miss that. The link has been getting dropped in the live chat. The link is in my bio and in the caption of this video. But I was talking about, if you can remember the space shuttle program or even a rocket program, you would see that you usually have 2 boosters on the rocket or 2 boosters on the side of the shuttle. And when the shuttle or the rockets take off, you've got the rocket in the middle or the shuttle, and then on the side, you have these 2 boosters. And as it takes off, the boosters are trying to hang on. They're trying to help lift this rocket off, but they're holding on and they're shaking and vibrating. And when the rocket gets to a certain height in the atmosphere, in science it's called max Q, Q-U-E. That's when those boosters, they can't take it anymore, and they fall off and they get sent back to Earth. They fall down. And the rocket itself, or the shuttle, rockets away at 33 times the speed of sound into space. Those boosters are not meant to go that high. They're not meant to enter the heights that rocket is headed to. A lot of you have a lot of boosters hanging on for dear life. They're holding on to you for dear life. You got to shake them things off. They got to fall. You got to let them fall back down to the earth. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It doesn't mean that you don't care for them. It doesn't mean that. But what it means is there's 101 ways to enlightenment, and they're not on your path. They're on a totally different path. Completely different path. And that means you got to say goodbye. You can call them and see them and check in on them from time to time, but spending QT, quality time with those people, got to go. If you want to reach your goals, your dreams, if you want to claim your birthright, if you want to build your legacy, You got to shake them off. They got to go, man. They got to fall. Everyone's not meant to get to the heights that you're headed. And if you believe that they are, then you're not going to get there. You're just not going to get there. Okay? I'm just being, you know me, I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Even me, I had to shake off some baggage. I had to shake some baggage off. Recently, I had to. So I can get to the heights that I know I'm supposed to get to, so I can make it and claim my birthright. So I can manifest my highest version of myself. So it's not just you, it's all of us. We have to come to this reality, to this epiphany. We have to realize, analyze everything around you. Start paying attention more. Start paying attention to conversations. Start paying attention to actions and energies. Start paying attention to what people are doing when their friends or their spouses or their better halves aren't looking. Start paying attention to how people start talking about somebody as soon as they turn their back and smile in their face. Start paying attention to people's poor financial habits. And then say to yourself, is this really what I want to be around? Is this really what I want to be around on a consistent basis? This is what I'm a part of. It doesn't mean that you're acting on those things along with them, but your silence means collusion. Your engagement means you're in full collusion and approval of what's going on. Your consistent appearance within their space means that you're all about it. I'm just keeping it real. At some point, we have to be like, time to back off. It just is what it is. It just is what it is, right? We have to realize that, we have to have energetic hygiene. We have to realize that, when you get your hands dirty, you wash them. Why is that? Why do you wash your hands before you eat? I hope you do. We want to get our hands as clean as possible. Why do you bathe before you pray? Why do you bathe before you go into bed? If you just got done traveling on an airplane and you come out of that airplane after sitting on that nasty seat and touching all this nasty stuff all over the place, you don't just jump inside of your bed with all that bacteria and virus on you. You got to wash it off. It's the same thing with your energy, right? Practice smudging, get some sunlight on you, vitamin D, grounding, get grounded, whether you use the grounding patches or whether you can go outside. Either way, standing barefoot on concrete, standing barefoot on tile does not ground you, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Some people didn't know. Being barefoot on your carpet, being barefoot on concrete, being barefoot on, your sidewalk and things like that, it has to be something connected to the earth. If it's not connected to the earth, like a grounded outlet in your house connected to grounding patches or grounded pillowcases, you can get those on earthing.com, or you can go to my website, forbiddenknowledge.com, and click on the earthing link at the top, and you can go get your earthing gear. In case you can't go outside and get grounded a lot, you can be grounded inside. If you want to go outside, you got to get grounded for real. You can't just be like walking barefooted all over the house and inside the grocery store. That's not grounding, okay? Just in case you didn't know. I only bring it up because I had a friend who thought he was grounding this whole time, walking around barefoot on the 18th floor of his condo. He's not grounded. Salt baths, cold showers, sitting in silence is important. Just sitting in silence sometimes. I have a room in my house that I go to, and I've had some of the greatest epiphanies, some of the greatest moments of understanding and awareness sitting in that dark room. That room is so dark when you close the door that you can't see your hand in front of your face. And so I like going in that room. I go in that room, I close the door, and all the lights are off. It's a dark room. Even the walls, I've had the walls blackened. So the walls are black, the ceiling's black, and I just sit there. And you can get a lot from just sitting in silence. It's an incredible thing to do, and these are all resets. They're all resets for your biofield. Start getting into some of these practices so that you can recharge your energy, right? And again, like I always talk about, another energetic thing, keeping your space clean, keeping your workspace clean. It's so important. It's so important. Yes, it will get a little messy from time to time, but don't let it go too far. Get it straightened back out, right? Is your playlist intentional? The music that you're listening to. I know we still, everyone wants to have a little fun with some cool, fun music, whether it's hip hop or rock and roll or whatever you like to listen to, right? But for the most part, analyze a lot of those lyrics. Try to stay in the frequency of music that's uplifting, inspirational, motivational, loving, but not abusing, right? Because some songs could sound so great, then you listen to the lyrics, they're trying to make people take drugs, and they're trying to they're trying to unalive people, and they want to make someone cheat on their wife or their husband or their boyfriend or their girlfriend, and all these crazy things. So you got to be careful with those lyrics, because when I was younger, I didn't believe that music had any influence on me whatsoever. I didn't when I was young, much younger. I used to listen to a lot of Tupac. I'm still a Tupac fan. I have a Tupac YouTube account, but I balance everything, right? And I take Tupac songs, some inspirational ones, and I remix the beat. I produce my own music, and then I take his dry vocals and I mix them on top. But I try to take the song to have the most inspiration and motivation, because he had a lot of those, thankfully. But when I was listening to Tupac as a younger man, and some of the more, go to war type lyrics, I used to say to myself, I know they're saying that this stuff has an influence on people's consciousness, but I don't feel like it's influenced me to go out there and do something to somebody. But then I would pay attention to other people that were listening to the music, and I would see they were always getting in trouble. And I began to realize it does have an influence. I might not be able to specifically measure the exact influence it's having on me, but it did have an influence. And how I knew this was when I would get around the other people that I knew. I would call them quote unquote associates. Sometimes you can call them friends, right? I noticed myself kind of getting into the groove of the conversation that they were in a lot easier, especially with that music playing. So maybe I didn't go out and try to unalive anybody. Maybe I didn't go out and try to put some, I don't want to get careful how you say the words on here. Put something in somebody's body to make them, go crazy, so you can take advantage of them. I know those kind of crazy things. But I did notice my language or my talk, my conversations getting a lot looser. So I realized, I said, I think this might have an effect. So I started balancing the music more. Instead of just all this rap, I started mixing in classical. I started mixing in jazz. I started mixing in more clean, good R&B, wholesome R&B. I started mixing in even some country. And I noticed that it just balanced me all the way out. I was able to find more balance when I did that. Then I got into compositional music. So Hans Zimmer is my favorite composer of all time now. And started listening to, because of the mathematics that it just plays inside of my mind and the compositions that he puts forth, it's incredible. And so I brought balance to myself through music. Okay, so we can't have it all one-sided. Notice I include myself in a lot of this stuff, because I want you to understand you're not in this alone. And I'm no perfect being. I'm not some magic wizard here that has figured everything out. Anytime someone tells you there's this master guru that knows everything and figured it all out, run away from them as fast as you possibly can, because they're lying to you. Anytime these people, man, woman, start telling you they did all this stuff, they cleared all their trauma and they did all this stuff, run, man. Run as fast as you can. They're dangerous. I'm telling you right now, those are dangerous people. It's a lifelong journey, period, point blank. And the best that we can do is continue to work on ourselves. And when we can do it as in a community setting, it's even better as a community, because we can hold each other accountable. Like I allow y'all to hold me accountable. And when I speak about things, I include myself along with you, because I'm not muted from the situation either. And that's important for you to understand. Like, it's real. I just keep, you know me, I'm going to tell you like it is, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to pretend. And so the frequency that we're carrying becomes the signal that the universe is going to mirror back to you. We talk about this all the time. So we now have been talking this whole, 30 minutes about basically sanitizing our frequency to the best of our ability, right? Getting rid of people around us that don't serve our higher purpose, getting rid of things around us that don't serve our higher purpose, cleaning up our area, right? So we can have that sanctity of mind, mastering, balancing out the type of music that we're listening to. All these things are very, very important. And of course, because the frequency that you carry is going to mirror back from the universe. And you always want to have a mirror coming back at you that's going to bring you or send you high frequency things, because the law of attraction works in high frequency and it works in low frequency. If you're in a low frequency, I guarantee you're going to have a problem for every solution. You're already going to have naturally occurring situations that are going to occur on a day by day or month by month or whatever basis that you can't control. Nobody's going to live a perfect stress-free life, 100% stress-free, perfect, not going to happen. If somebody tells you you can do that, they're lying to you again. You can minimize your stress, you can minimize the drama and the trauma, but you can't eliminate it, because you can't eliminate yin and yang, good and bad, dark and light, right? You can't, it's not about teaching you how to eradicate evil and darkness. We have to learn how to control it. That's the best that we can do. And when you upgrade your field, your destiny is going to upgrade along with it. You have the ability to upgrade your field. You have the ability to upgrade yourself. Conscious thought multiplied by action equals manifestation. Tonight in the school group, we're going to have an amazing person coming on. And I want as many people as possible to be there tonight, because, and I'm looking for some announcements here, because it's going to be amazing. We don't do this every single Tuesday, but every Tuesday I go live and teach, but so many Tuesdays we bring a mentor. And tonight we have an incredible mentor. So I want this to be the most on the live since we started and launched the actual academy. And so it's going to be incredible. We have a person that literally has built herself up from cleaning toilets to having people clean her toilets for her. We're talking about a person that came from -0 to hero, earning over $100 million, being a top leader in her industry, and also helping now many people all over the world find their dreams by living in their passion. As she has now also, been funding and helping people get funding, $100 million deals, $50 million deals, $5 million deals. I've seen her close so many deals around me. It's incredible. We're talking about a high divine feminine with conscious thought, conscious actions, and a lot of metaphysics and a lot of philosophy. So it's going to be great to hear her story tonight. And she's going to teach a little bit as well. And she's going to reveal some of her secrets. People pay her $50,000 a year. That's her mentoring program. They pay her $50,000 a year to talk to her. You can ask her questions tonight. But you got to come over to the Forbidden Knowledge Academy. The link is in the chat. You can get the free trial. So you have no excuses. There's no excuse. You have no excuse why you don't say, you know what? Instead of going and watching this Atlanta Housewives and watching these ladies attack each other verbally for another hour, I'll just come on here and listen to somebody that's gone to heights that I would love to be at, and to hear her story of how she persevered and overcame and what her mindset is. What is the divine feminine mindset when it comes to these things? We hardly ever hear it from a woman. It's time to hear that tonight. Okay. So make sure you click the link in the bio and come on over and check it out. It's also in the live chat. It's in the caption of this video. And come on over to the 4BK Academy, 9 o'clock. Okay. Due to high demand, we opened some more spots for tomorrow's coaching sessions as well. So I'll be talking about that in the academy tonight. And it's going to be a great talk. I'm really looking forward to this millionaire mindset talk. There's only going to be 4 spots left for the 4BK Ascension program. So I'm telling you, pay attention tonight and pay attention when the 4BK Ascension program time slots open, because it's only 4 more open. Okay. Again, click that link in the bio, in the caption, or in the live chat. And I'll see you at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's in less than 30 minutes. I just want to go get some water, get freshened up, and then make sure you go. This will give you some time to go over to that link and register for the 4BK Academy. Get the free trial and get yourself ready. Sit down, get your phone out, your tablet out, or a pen and paper, whatever you use to take notes, and be ready to take notes tonight. Be ready to take notes. People always say, nobody ever has the women talking about this stuff. Nobody ever has women that made it big and come out to talk about these things. Well, we have one. So is everyone going to come pay attention and listen? Or are they just going to be like, treat it like the WNBA or something? As your opportunity to support and find out, what does a woman have to say in regards to these energies and these things, and the philosophy of, of energies, and how to take care of yourself, how to get to the next level, how to persevere, overcome, and all these different incredible things. How to live in your passion, how to help people. What was her technique? What was her thought processes? In Egypt, there was a woman that ruled as a king. Her name was Hatshepsut. She built a temple called the Temple of Hatshepsut, and it's right behind the Valley of the Kings. She actually is the only woman that has a tomb in the Valley of the Kings. She ruled as a king, even though she was a woman, and they depicted her as a man because they had to in the hieroglyphs, but she was a woman. And she ruled Egypt for 20 years at the highest level. Under her kingship, Egypt thrived. They thrived in agriculture. They thrived in arts. They thrived in construction. They thrived in education. And yes, they had a couple of wars, and she won those wars too. She did incredible. And we tend to forget, as men on this planet, the important contributions of divine feminine energy when it's balanced properly. We tend to forget to the point where we become toxic male energy, toxic masculine, because we want to dominate everything and we want to control every single aspect of life. Recently, there was a congressional hearing on health care for women. There was no women in the congressional meeting. It was all men. I mean, it's ridiculous. Sometimes it's just ridiculous. Balance is required everywhere. Balance is essential for growth. Essential. And so we're going to bring some balance tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay. The link has been dropped in the live chat again. Make sure you click that link and get that free trial ASAP. And I'll see you at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, Manifest Destiny 2025. That's going to be in Carson, California, on Carson Street at the Carson Center, hosted by yours truly, Billy Carson. And that's November the 8th, which is 2 4s. November the 8th in Carson, California. Please don't miss out on that. The link was just dropped in the live chat, manifestdestiny2025.com. Come see us in person. We're going to do an 8-hour class, in person, interactive. You'll be interacting with me as I'll have you doing things. I'll have you standing up. It's going to be 8 hours of incredible teaching, some of the best things you've ever seen in your life. You're going to learn things that you never thought you could possibly achieve and do in real time at the Manifest Destiny 2025, 15 minutes away from the Los Angeles airport. The link has been dropped in the live chat. Check it out, and I'll see you there. But I'll see you again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is in just a few more minutes. All right? Peace.